Hello, this is Sybil Harmony, and I'm burning Palo Santo. I know that connecting with negative energy is something to be honored and protected yourself from. Is that right? Protected yourself. And I am burning a uh, sustainable wood product called Palo Santo. It's a spiritual herb that's used for protection and shaman ceremonies, making quite a bit of smoke here. Okay. And I'm sending you protection and love and light. And I'm doing this work so that you don't have to. Watching the news, there's a lot of negative energy on the news. But I also know that, and somebody made a comment about, protect yourself. I do. I use prayer. I use sacred ceremony. But I didn't come here to hide. I didn't come here in this life to hide, to pretend, and to rest. There'll be that resting and joy on the other side of wherever I'm going, but this is not, there are many places to go, by the way. That's a whole nother video. This is not the time nor the place. If you need to take a break, please do. Take care of yourself. All right. So welcome to my channel. We're going to look at some political, what's going on politically with Pam Bondi, with the Epstein files being released. Excuse me, I have a dog ball over here. He's taking a nap now. Okay, and you left questions on my community page, so let's get started. Also, if you are wanting to have some healing and some peace, join us in members. I'm doing a Yeshua healing today for a Christmas special. I am non-denominational pastor, medium, psychic, and a master healer. So that made a lot of smoke. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. So join us there. Also, I have an amazing class coming up called the Sutras, January 3rd. It's a Saturday, and it's only $44, and they are ancient words to clear your energy and calm you. And I learned it from a shaman. It's amazing. Check us out. Join. It's on my website. And also, I'm doing a class. The energy is changing February 17th to 20th. So let me talk about the energy. But I'm doing a class there that's going to be a healing, help you get you on your life path, create your dreams. Okay. But that's all on my website. But this is the energy that we're in now, is we are in an ending year. 2025 was an ending year. It's the Chinese year of the snake, if you want to look at it that way. And the snake is shedding, is about us letting go and ending. Like, what are you letting go of in your personal life and what's happening globally on the political stage? What is it that is ending? And you saw ending. Now, some of the endings were quite painful for people, and I don't agree with them, but that's the energy that we're in. And 2026 is going to be new beginnings. Okay. So the numbers literally add up to, this was a 9 year. That's the highest number. 9 is the ending. Okay. So if you haven't ended things, this might, this your New Year's resolution might be a good time to think about, what is it that I need to let go of so that I can move forward? Like a friend that always puts you down because you're afraid of being alone, or an abusive relationship, eating too much sugar, junk food, worrying, being fear. What is it that you are ready to let go of so that you can move to the new beginning, 2026, which is a 1. So 2 and 2 and 6 add up to 10. 10 is a 1. Okay. So this is a new year. Now, so we are shedding, and this is where we feel like, and also because of astrological things that are happening now, world leaders losing their power, the ending of the age, the Piscean age. I am in Vedic astrology. I'm a Pisces. I love Pisces, but I'm talking about the negative aspects of Pisces, which are toxins, um, toxic religion. Not all religion is toxic. I understand some people are really doing good works in different religions. But the ending of propaganda, the ending of lies, the ending of illusions, the drug addiction, toxins, polluting the planet, ideas that no longer work for us. We're coming to an ending in the age of Aquarius is coming in. We're just only at the tiny, eensy beensy beginnings of the age of Aquarius, which could take hundreds of years. But we are the front runners. We are the generations that are here setting the energy for generations to come and for our own soul's evolvement. Okay. So I know this is not politics, but I'll wrap it up here. I just wanted to share with you that the new energy is coming in, but also it doesn't really kick in till February. So many people see Sleepy Dawn leaving between December and February or early spring months, February, March. So they see him leaving or coming out of power, certainly losing power. The Democrats may even gain more seats. We may take the House back before the midterms. Okay. So you see the Republican Party, that is ending, that is falling apart. Now, in February, when I'm teaching this class, there's an amazing energy, astrological energy that's coming in. Aries, I believe in Saturn and Neptune. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments if you know. But I do feel the energy. I do know the energy is new beginnings, creating our dreams. And that's why I'm doing a class then. But it's also the Chinese year of the horse, which I believe is on the 12th or somewhere around the middle of February. You can tell me in the comments if you know the exact day when the year of the horse. It's not only the horse, it's the fire horse. So we have Aries, we have this powerful energy. You think stuff is busy now. Well, it's busy now because of holiday energy and because of the astrology, planets moving forward. But January, there's always, we go into Capricorn, there's always, and the winter solstice, there's a little slowing down. And we need to kind of slow down and pull our energy in a little bit in the winter months, because when spring comes and everything bursts forward, the grass, the flowers, the energy, people get out more. The energy, it's a time of new beginnings in the spring. To me, calendar seems a little off. I always feel like the new beginning is by February, because we're switching in from Capricorn, which can be very needed for structure and discipline, into Aquarius. And it feels to me like around here we get the cherry blossoms on the cherry trees, the wild cherry or cherry plums, sorry. And that's showing me, because I pay attention to nature, the daffodils start coming up. That to me is the new beginnings. Now, it may not, if you're in a different part of the world, you would be going into the winter time, but it's still a new beginning. It's more like a beginning of pulling your energy. If you're on the other side of the planet, you're going into winter, pulling your energy in for what you're going to birth in your spring, but it is also part of the new beginning. Okay. So, we need to be patient and understand that this energy is happening. This crooked regime is leaving. We are changing. People are waking up. We don't want to be asleep or programmed or brain dead. We need to know what's going on. And this is the time to get involved and do it. Like I said, if you need a break, please do. And that January time, that first 3 weeks in January, because you've had the holidays, the travel, the celebrations and all that. And then people are usually off work so, not always, some people are off work the couple weeks after Christmas, or at least that week. And that's a time to really start to look at the new year and the new energy, do your New Year's resolutions of what you haven't let go of in 2026. It's time. Now, please join me in my members where we do that, or my classes. My members are amazing. I don't have a really big group right now, which is probably good, but the people who are supposed to be there are there. And I trust in the universe. I trust that, the right people will find me. Also, if you can't even afford that, for, I think memberships is $15, please watch my spiritual videos, because I do a lot of teaching and healing there. And that one of the best things you can do to get a strong foundation is meditate. People always say, "Why, you look so good." I'm almost next March I'll be 68. Yeah, I do face yoga. I eat really well. I'm into a lot of natural holistic remedies and healing, but I also meditate. Meditate reverses the aging process and keeps your brain functioning properly. So anyway, okay, let's go on to the questions after all my long chitty chat. And I appreciate you all so much, each and every one of you, your wonderful comments. And I read all the comments. Oh, for questions, let's start doing it. I have been posting on my community page. Oh, I need to look on there and see if there's any more questions for today. Because if you ask a question, I really try to answer it. But I want to do questions in the comments, because I do read every comment, and it helps me with my algorithms. So if you can hype my videos, somebody said they couldn't hype it, and I have no idea why. I'm going to contact YouTube. What'd you call it? Where'd my tea go? Oh, here it is. Okay. Need a spot of tea before we start all this. All right. And I'm sending you love and samadhi as we do this. Thank you for supporting my channel. And that's one way you can push back, is by supporting independent YouTubers, people who are out there doing the work that aren't parts of these big corporations. I wanted to talk about that. CNN they're already owned by a Republican. And you could see during the convention with Jake Tapper and what's her name? That little blonde. Can't think of her name right now. They were really supporting Sleepy Dawn, and they were bought by a Republican. And when I looked and saw who owned them, I didn't get a name. Some of you all probably know who owns them. But you could see as public opinion shifted and his poll numbers went down, and he's lying and a pedophile and a rapist and a con man and a crook, his poll numbers dropped, and CNN is now being a little more neutral. Or they have arguments with people on both sides on their channel. Okay. I don't want to sit and watch an argument. Okay. But now there's a new deal, which Sleepy Dawn is putting his fingers in and trying to control. It has to do with the Ellisons, who's a billionaire. So follow the money, who's actually connected to this new merger that's going to buy CNN. It's probably going to go through, and it's connected with Jared Kushner's in there, who's very crooked, and the Saudis who killed Jamal Khashoggi, the wonderful journalist, was murdered, hacked up brutally because the Saudis didn't like what he was saying. So this is the type of media that CNN is going to be. I mean, they were horrible during the election. They've gotten kind of a little better. I sometimes just turn them on just to see how much they're lying or how off they are. And I've noticed they're reporting on what's really happening with, the ICE, the Gestapo, and the the economy and the low polls and the Epstein. They're reporting on that stuff. They don't want to be on the wrong side of that. I'll be interested to see how much this is going to change when Dana Bash, that's her name. She's not as bad as I really kind of liked Jake Tapper a little bit years ago. I thought, well, he's okay, but I'm like, oh my God. After what he did when they helped get this guy in there. And thank God, a lot of young people are watching social media. They're not looking at these channels anymore. I think Midas Touch has more subscribers, more viewers, not subscribers, but viewers than some of these mainstream channels. And I'm not, yeah, I do like Midas Touch. I like that he is for single payer, Medicare for all. And, I looked years ago, I saw Rachel Maddow when Bernie Sanders was running for president. And my guide showed me that she was gagged. She had a gag order not to say good things about Bernie Sanders. So they're partially why we are here too. Now everybody's finally like, Sleepy John got a lot of his talking points from the Sanders campaign. He just took it and twisted it around to a way that more Republicans could hear it. And then they badmouth Bernie. Oh, he's socialist. Well, right now, what do we have? Billionaire socialism. They get free taxes. Congress and Senate get health care. You can do all this crooked stuff, and they never get, you can be pedophiles. You can do all that, and you don't get in trouble, and everybody covers you up. Yeah. So that's socialism. Okay. And Bernie Sanders is now becoming a little popular. Gee, you wonder. Gee. But there's new people coming up. We're going to talk about this Brad Launder running against Dan Goldman. Dan Goldman did not support Mondami. Oh, did not support the Democratic candidate. What does that tell you? Would rather support a Republican than vote for Mondami. And Dan Goldman is trading stocks, doing nothing. Well, let's talk about that now. Let's go to that. I was going to do the merger thing. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Breathe, ground. Okay, there's just so much going on. Okay. We'll look at Dan Goldman and Brad Lander and who's going to win. But Brad Lander has been literally locked up, throwing his body in between going to courts when people are legally going to court, immigrants to do the right thing, and they're being dragged off and deported by ICE agents. And Brad Lander is fighting for them. What's Dan Goldman been doing? Not supporting the Democrat and stock trading. Yeah, it's some of those Democrats are not doing their job either. All right, so I don't know. That's my personal opinion, and I should probably take my personal opinion out. But we'll look at who's going to win. Okay, and I know Dan Goldman does stand up for some good things, so I'm not all against him. But I think that's kind of how we got here. When you're supporting billionaires or you're in it for yourself and you're not really there for the people, you shouldn't be in office. That's my personal opinion. And my guides are like, yeah. Oh, okay. All right. So I have 2 kinds of tea I'm doing here. I love tea. Make sure you get a good brand. Don't get that. Get something. I like Numi. Hey, Numi, if you're out there, contact me. I'll advertise for you. I love the traditional medicines or local farmers. I love to buy my food from the farmer's market, most of it. Or Oliver's, which is community-owned grocery stores around here. Chamomile. Yeah, I love chamomile. Make me too relaxed. I won't be able to do the reading. Okay. So let's look at CNN. We were there first, and then I went on a winding bend around. So the merger's going to go through with CNN, but let's look at CNN's future. I feel like they shouldn't get to have that name. CNN. The next year or two with CNN, how are they doing? Huh. Well, these are jumpers. I got the Three of Wands. They're looking to expand their viewership. We need to look at how Europe is affected. We need to look at more. We're going to look at that. But back to CNN. They're putting out their message. How is CNN? How will CNN be in the next 2 or 3 years? Let me look psychically. Ellis. Yeah, he's going to own them. Lies. Looks like they're going to start lying more. Like, we're at a time of ending. Oh, this is big. This is really big, this merger. So the hope of the world, we have the star card, crossed by judgment, awakening. The sun is in the past, telling the truth, maybe more in the past. Illusions, they have illusion. They're going to be lying. Oh, look at this. I think this new energy doesn't like CNN. We got the 5 of Cups. I think that they're going to see a continued loss of viewers. Yeah, Fox News is already advertising, like, come watch our channel on MS Now or whatever it's called. Yeah. So the money. Huh. Oh, look at this. They're going to be out in the cold. Hey, yeah. Hey, CNN. You shouldn't be lying. You shouldn't be buying people off and selling out America. You're going to be out in the cold. Look at that. That's what I wanted to see. I am so happy. Yeah. Sorry, I hope those people straighten up and find better jobs. I'm not against, I don't want to see people lose their jobs. But hey, if you're out there lying for billionaires and trying to, take down our democracy, well, yeah, too bad. All right. Let's look at Brad Lander and Dan Goldman. Oh, you know what? ICE has no authority if you are a U.S. citizen. You can be detained by them. Don't ever be violent, of course, but they have no authority over you. And they cannot come in your house without a warrant. Even if you are, they don't know whether you're, what your status is. Don't let them in the house. And it's criminal what's happening. And I don't report on it a lot because I didn't really know what to say that was positive, because it's hard to watch. But we need to not look away. We need to understand that this is going to reverberate for generations. This is families being torn apart, kids losing their parents, losing their homes, their education, their stability, being shipped off to prisons. This is not just a thing. This is huge, and it's wrong. And bless their hearts for the clergy that are stepping up and the whistleblowers. So I wanted to get a whistle and put it on so blow a whistle. The whistle is the sound that ICE is in the area and you need to take cover. And Brad Lander has been throwing his body, his person's own freedom, and in the courthouse working to save people. I think he's the state controller. I'm not sure. You can correct me in the comments if you want. Let's look at, will Brad Lander win the primary in 2026? So we have Dan Goldman. Oh, I don't see Dan Goldman doing good. I'm looking psychically. I feel like Brad Lander is getting endorsements from people. He wants to work with Mondami. And Mondami is not a Jew hater. So if you're going to say that, then you really need to check your sources and watch what he does. Okay. Because come on, you need it. He's already won. And I'm telling you, he's a good person. Mondami is a good person. I like Brad Lander, a man for the people. But I got to just look and see. I'm seeing psychically, he's getting endorsements. Brad Lander. He's got money. He's got the truth. Okay, so we have the Empress. He's going to have money, backing, and the truth is coming in. He has the truth on his side. He's in a fight. He has been out, so he's been fighting the abuse. He's been literally out in the streets. He's going to have victory. Yeah. And he's going to help people. I feel like he's going to win. Okay. All right. Let's look at, will Kilmar Abrego Garcia remain free? I saw that he would sue the Trump administration for harm. For what they did to him, having him locked up and going after him. Let's look at, will Kilmar, they say they're going to retry him. Will Kilmar Abrego remain free? What is his future? Oh. The decision of his life or death. Wow. Those are jumpers. This has been really horrific for him. Okay, this is about money and fighting back. I got the 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Wands. Fighting back. Fighting the not the courts, but this regime. They're what they're trying to do. We have lawmakers standing up for him. There's the devil. Control. Yes, for now, he is happy. He is with his family. 10 of Cups. He is free. And yeah, he may end up deciding winning the fight for immigration. He may end up helping other immigrants. Let me look psychically. What does this mean? He may have a foundation to help other people who were deported or be a spokesperson for them. There's something more coming out of this. He's going to be okay. Will he decide to leave? No. He's going to help other immigrants. Wow. That's cool. Okay. Now, some people were asking about Jasmine Crockett. They said that Linda G said Jasmine Crockett's going to win. And I saw her winning, but then I saw somebody leaving. So I'm like, what is this? Well, then I heard that the governor of what's his name, of Texas, said he will step down if she wins. Texas is in trouble. Now, she may be winning, so I'm going to look at this again, okay? That might have been the leaving I was seeing, because I feel like she's powerful. Whatever she does, she's going to be good. She's got a good future. She's smart. She's got good energy. She's got connections. And she really is out there helping people and telling the truth. So let's look at Jasmine Crockett. Are you going to win the Senate seat, Jasmine Crockett? I see her laughing and smiling and cheering. I see her getting endorsements. She is saying, we are going to kick ass. Oh, here's her card. She's got a future in the party. Sorry, it just dropped on the floor. She's got a future. Queen of Pentacles. There she is. She has the evidence. She has the documents. She does the homework. Okay. Let's see, Miss Crockett. Oh, she's got a plan. Because I saw her maybe as VP. Sorry, no, I don't see. I want to see her as president. I think Newsom may win. I don't think we have the nerve to put another woman up there now. Sorry, that's just where we are as a country. We're not there yet. I think she should be, but that's just me. Okay, so Miss Crockett, how you doing? Are you going to win your race? Yeah, she has success. Oh, look at this. She has the 10 of Cups, success, and the Angel of Temperance. Wow. Because she seems fiery. Remember, we have Fire Horse coming in. She seems like she's on it. She's ready to fight back, but she's actually really bringing in peace and harmony. In the past, she has the strength. She has been strong. She is strong. This is also a card for her. She is strength. Oh, boy. She's going to tear up Texas. See, I see the tower. That doesn't say win or loss. Let me look at, this is a battle. Oh, my God. She's going to win. Okay, she's going to win. It's going to be a fight. So I think Linda G was right. I wasn't quite sure how I was getting this, and I said, let me check back. We still have a lot of time to go, but with her, she's a win-win. And so I think I correct myself, and I say she's going to tear up. Texas is going to be tore up. That Abbott, that's his name, Abbott. Governor Abbott. Oh, are you going to be leaving? 3 cards. Are you going to be leaving? You actually going to step down if she wins? Is Abbott? I don't know when his election is up, but are you going to step down? I think that's a yes. Money. Now let's talk about what's happening with the support with Europe. But money, he thinks everything's okay. He's going to walk off the cliff. But that'd be a yes. And people are working on getting him out of there. Oh, is Texas going to go blue? Is Texas going blue? A lot of states are going to go blue. A lot of states are going to go blue, I'm telling you. Because they're going to try to cheat. They're going to gerrymander. They're going to do voter suppression. They're going to try to take away vote by mail. They're going to try to scare people or put military on the street. They're doing everything to cheat. That's how because they don't care about policy and if the polls, they're done with that. They just want to steal it, okay? Because that's who they are. They're crooks. Sleepy Don and his crew. They're crooks. But let's see, is Texas going to go blue? Because it's not going to work because they're all lost red states, red areas are going to go blue. Is Texas going to go blue? The truth? Yes. Yes. Oh my God. Texas is going blue. The truth is coming out. A big yes. Texas wants to go blue. And the money, honey, the votes. Yeah, you're going blue. Oh my God. Yeah, because this is, yeah, we're done with you. We're done with this. Oh, sorry. I got some chamomile flowers. I got real chamomile tea with chamomile flowers. So sorry. Sorry about that. So not professional. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at Brad. No, we looked at Brad Lander. Pam Bondi. Is she going to release the Epstein files? There's Todd Blanche in there. Okay, so let me tell you what I see. Came to me in a meditation. She's like, if you saw the Epstein files, it's a huge block of thousands and thousands of, maybe millions of documents, of videos, explicit like stuff with Trump, Sleepy Dawn, pictures, documents linking people to crimes, financial crimes. It's huge. And last time I looked at her a month ago, she was going to let go of this little bit, and she was working on it. Like, if you have this much, she's going to let go of this little bit that she's redacted. Now she has this much, not this much, but she has maybe this much, maybe like more like that. Okay. Not all of it would be here. She has like this much that she's gone through and redacted and made sure that Sleepy Dawn isn't in there. But so what he's saying to her, what I saw in the vision, what Sleepy Dawn is saying is, just give it all to me, and my guys will destroy it. No one will ever know, and it'll be gone. And she's saying, I can't do that, because she can't get a hold of it, because it's in the FBI, and there's been thousands of FBI agents that have seen it, and she can't just destroy evidence. That would be a crime. And so she is overwhelmed. She's in a rock and a hard place. She is, sorry, I have to click this. She does not want to be here, but she's going to do the best she can to try to stall and cover it up. And Todd Blanche is in there, and he's saying, I'll get it done. Just let me do it. And she's like, I can't. And he's just saying that to Sleepy Dawn. Todd Blanche is saying to Sleepy Dawn, I'll get rid of it for you. But he can't do it either. He's just saying that because he wants to be on Sleepy Dawn's good side. Let's ask the cards to show us. It's only a few days away. Will Pam Bondi release the Epstein files in its entirety like she's legally supposed to? I told you all it's coming out anyway. They got more pictures. They released pictures. There's financial documents. We already got it. We're just seeing, they're just playing cat and mouse. They're trying to, the Democrats are playing it. They're not, Garcia is amazing. And Rokana, I like him. They have information and they are holding it back because they're holding her feet to the fire and make sure she does what she's supposed to. She makes sure Pam Bondi releases the files. So she's in between a rock and a hard place. Yeah, you screwed up. You shouldn't have gotten involved with this guy, Miss Bondi. You're in trouble. You are in. And does she still think she can do this? I think it's some weird way she's hoping she can still con everybody. And we're going to talk about Europe and what's coming out in a few minutes connected to this. But let's see, will she release the files? She has the files. The Page of Pentacles, she has them, or most of them. that she will release. Maybe not all, but the government said, well, you need to let them all go. Ooh. This decision she made in the past is not good, to try to hide this, to get involved with this guy. And temperance is coming in. Oh, she's going to have to release the files. There's no way out. Okay, she's going to try to play a game again. She's going to just say, here. She's saying, oh, yes, the Democrats, this is the Democrats and the truth coming out. The spirit guides of the victims and truth coming out and the world knowing. Europe got their Prince Andrew out of, they're taking care of him. But we in America haven't been able to find just courage, because we'll talk about that in a minute. She's not going to let them all go. She is, but she's going to try to hide Sleepy Dawn. Is she going to try to hide Sleepy Dawn's involvement? Yeah, she's going to try to hide it. It's going to come out anyway, though. Now, what I wanted to tell you about Europe is Europe, and I think you know this if you're watching the news, is no longer sharing their intelligence with the United States or seeing us as an ally, because we are not backing Ukraine. And if Russia takes Ukraine, then they will start working on taking Europe. So what they want is, for entertainment purposes only, they want all of this as entertainment, my insights. What Sleepy Dawn, Russia, and China want, now, except for the Middle East, which is their own money thing, they want it to be Russia owns all of Europe, China owns Taiwan and all those countries, and then America can take over Canada and South America. It's not going to happen. Okay. I saw a lady worried. Where's that? She's worried about her grandchildren. I'm going to talk on that in a minute. But so, all right. So Europe, the billionaires, to follow the money, the billionaires, I don't know who they are, and I don't really want to know. I'm just going to use it as a general term for this type of reading. In the world, who are running the world, how many percent of them, like the European billionaires, people are supporting democracy, I don't want Russia to take over, and China, how many of them are going against Kankles? And this has to do with the Epstein evidence being released. Okay. Somehow they're connected to the estate releasing evidence against Sleepy Dawn. That's what's happening. So how much of the world's billionaires, because that's who's running the world, unfortunately, that won't be in the future, but it could take generations for that. But for now, we're where we are. I mean, I like it when Bernie Sanders said, you can have $1 billion, but when you start getting more than $1 billion, you need to start paying and giving back to people. That you shouldn't have that. No one person should have that much power. And that's, I agree with that. So this is Europe. They want a new beginning. They don't like this guy. He's ruined the world with the trade policies. He's hurt a lot of, he's hurt them. How much of the world's billionaires want the Epstein files released and Sleepy Dawn out of power? He's gone too far. That's what I get. He's gone too far for a lot of people, and they're ready to, a lot of the billionaires, they're ready to, they don't want what he is offering. They have a plan, okay? Oh, wait, that doesn't tell me. This is what they're doing in the, okay, wait, let me ask this question differently. Show me 2 cards. Billionaires against Sleepy Don, billionaires for him. Show me billionaires for him. Because I already see it. Billionaires for him, that's a lot. Billionaires against him. Huh. That doesn't really fit with what I was seeing psychically. Are European billionaires, because I got the Fool and then the 7 of Wands. So it looks like there's a small amount of billionaires, or maybe a third, that are saying we don't want this guy. A third or half. Are European billionaires helping to release the Epstein file, to take Cankles down? They're working on it. Yeah. It's a put. Yes, they're working on it. It's difficult. This is the NATO, and it's a push. Can European billionaires take down, get the evidence? They're already releasing the evidence. Will they be a part of taking Sleepy Don out? Yes, the Knight of Cups, yes, and yes. Okay, the Knight of Cups, that's a yes. These are all yes cards. Working with the Democrats. So they're coming forward with ideas for the Democrats. And the King of Pentacles, their money talks. So will billionaires supporting Cankles be able to keep him in power? How many of what percent of world billionaires are working to keep Cankles in power, or Sleepy Don? Oh, they're they're not. Oh, so they're there. That's the Ace of Wands. Look at this. That's going to fall apart. He's losing. He's going to lose the election. He's screws over everybody. Excuse my language. He destroys everything he touches and everybody he gets in contact with, and they will be betrayed. And they are not. Oh, wow. So billionaires who are not supporting him and supporting democracy look much better than the ones that are wanting it to be some kind of a crazy war world. Sorry if this scares you, but this is our world, and we need to look and know what's going on. You also need to know that we're going to be okay. Remember the snake and the shedding and all the endings, okay? And then the new beginnings, okay? All right. So, and then I have Gerald asking, he lives in Canada, and Canada is starting. And so this question I just answered, that Sleepy Don and his billionaires are not going to take over the world. And the billionaires will be supporting NATO. This is a big part of it, and helping to release the Epstein file information to take Cankles down, because he's gone too far. Also, from what he's done with the trade, you tried to bully us. Like, no, we're not having it. And so Gerald from Canada is asking, will his grandchildren be okay? Because 300,000 Canadians are now being asked to join a civilian military, I think he called it. Wow. A civilian, and he lives near the border. Will his grandchildren be safe? Let's look at, will Canada be safe? Will Canada go to war with, I don't think they will. I know this is scary, but will Canada go to war with United States? See, that's why this guy has gone too far. You can't do all this. In some ways, we already are. The Democrats are fighting back from what the messages that they're putting out. So that was the Knight of Cups, the Trump administration putting out messages. And then the Queen of Wands, the Democrats going, no, you're not going to do that. So in the past, they've been threatened, but nothing's really happened. We have the Hangman, a plan. The Canadians have a plan to protect, Three of Wands, to protect their homelands. Wheel of Fortune. I think karma is coming. This karma is, they're going to be protected. I don't see a world war. I don't see them starting a world war with Venezuela either. They're just trying to be like, we can kill people, we can bomb you. They're like pirates. They're scamming and grifting and now taking, they're just being bullies. They're not actually going to start a war. God. Okay, let me look and see, because people did leave questions, and I said I answer all the questions. We're almost done. I know this video is long, but there's a lot of good content. And let me go to my homepage. Okay, come on. Sorry about this. Where's my... check and see if you're subscribed, because they take people off. They clean my channel. And so you might think you're subscribed, but please check. And if you haven't, please consider subscribing. It really supports me. Okay. Where are the questions? Oh, 10 questions. I might have to do these on Monday. Good Lord. Okay. Is Kavanaugh, I'll do what I can. Okay. Is Kavanaugh in the Epstein files? He's in some kind of trouble. Is Kavanaugh in the Epstein files? He seems too young. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he is. Look at that. He's involved financially. Six of Pentacles. The World card. This will be the end of his career. 10 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah, they have evidence on him. Oh, my God. Yeah, that's why they're voting for Sleepy Dawn. Will they ever have some way of determining if someone has compromise on a will they ever have some way of determining if someone has... Yeah. Yeah, that's Citizens United and us waking up and knowing truth from a lie. And you can look at what people have done. If they're like Zora Mandani did a hunger strike to help people. Like this other guy, Brad, what was I reading on? Brad Lander, putting himself in in getting arrested for immigrants. Look at what people are doing, okay? But that's kind of hard to know for the general public. Listen to a reader. Ask, who is this person? But look at not what they're saying, what they're doing. Look at their history. Like if they had a casino that failed, people are saying they've been raped, and then they just stand up there and spout all these lies. And I'm like, you gotta kind of... I did a video, tell how to know truth from a lie, and that would help you know that. But it's up to us, the people. We, the people, are going to change this. Good question. Major problem in the political is contributions. Inside knowledge. Will they get rid of Citizens United contributions? And stop letting Congress invest in the stock market. Okay, let's look at 3 cards for Citizens United. I think I looked at this and I see it ending. Will Citizens United end? Not for a while, but yes. These are yes cards. It's not, there was an agreement to keep things in place for Pentacles. So they're going to keep it in place, but then we're going to start looking at how do we end this. So it will end. Will, show me 3 cards. Will Congress have to stop investing in the stock market? Will Congress have to stop investing in the stock market? Yeah, that's going to happen, and it might happen pretty quickly because we're done with this. Shining the light on the corruption. They're going to have to stop the 8 of Cups. So we have the Hermit shining the light, if you're listening. The 8 of Cups, they're going to have to stop doing that. And the 8 of Wands, is this the 8 of Wands? It's going to happen quickly. Okay? That's something that's going to, Citizens United is going to be a little harder to undo, but I do see it getting undone. Is John Roberts in the Epstein files? Wow. And she's also saying, take care of myself. Thank you. We talked about that. Is John... Oh, I just got cards jumping out. Uh-oh. Oh, they have compromise on them. Ooh, I don't want to tell you what I just saw. It's nasty. It's not G-rated. Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, no wonder they've been voting the way they are. John Roberts in the Epstein files. Oh. Yeah. And it is bad. Oh, shoot. Is this going to come out? He made a bad decision with some young people, I think it's a girl. The government's coming in and it is over for him. He's very sexual. This is like really dirty. This is really bad. Oh, I did not expect that. I don't want to see that. Go away. Please. Go away. Oh, God. Oh, it just makes me feel like crying for the survivors. I'm sorry. I just get emotional. God. Oh, my God. Sorry. For entertainment purposes only. I'm sorry. When I have a strong emotional and physical reaction like that, it's because it's really bad. Oh, it's worse than Kavanaugh. It's worse. Oh, my God. No wonder they're so crooked. Major part of our... we looked at that. Wow. The right wing is... We talked about right-wing media. Poop. CNN going down. We're done with them. Especially young people. They don't watch that stuff anymore. Do I see extreme weather in the winter in western states and southwest? Okay, we only have 3 more questions. Where's my weather card? Here they are. Okay. Extreme weather. We already see it in the east. There's just extreme weather now everywhere. You can expect that. But let's just have a look. Weather events in the winter, western states and southwest. Okay, well, we already have the flooding in Washington. So this winter, show me western states. That's a big area to cover. Where should I go? California. I think we're kind of okay here. Oregon, Washington. Well, Washington is already. Washington will... Let's look at Washington. Huh. Well, they've already had it. Floods. Feels cold. Let's look at Idaho. Idaho is that west? Idaho winter. Kind of expected the same as usual. Let's look at Arizona winter weather. They're usually cold, quite cold as expected. Let's look at the Southwest. Let's look at New Mexico. New Mexico might have some flooding, but they don't seem that cold. Let's look at Southern California, because I'm getting Southern California winter weather. Southern California winter weather. Oh, you're going to have a lot of cold and rain. Be careful with flooding. What other? Look, Nevada. Nevada looks colder than usual. What other states? I'm sorry, you can leave in the comments your specific state and I'll look at it. Give me a state and a time that you want to know. See, New Mexico, Texas. How is Texas weather? Oh, they've been having problems there over the years, the flooding and the power going out. How is Texas winter weather? Well, they might have flooding, but they're not as cold. This winter is not as cold. They might have a really hot summer. Hotter than normal spring, but the winter doesn't look as bad as it could be. Okay. I hope that's helpful to you. Let me see here. My guides give me songs, so I'm always singing or humming. Will the U.S. be successful in forcing Venezuela to sell? Oh, Citco. Let's do 3 cards. Will the U.S. this Sleepy Dawn force and Hegseth force Venezuela to sell Citco? It's the oil company. Will they force Venezuela to sell Citco? I think, yeah. I'm thinking so, yeah. Got the 5 of Cups because they've already lost a boat. They're already taking it. Karma, this would be a yes. It's bad karma, and they are working on it. So that is the plan. I think they will look again, but I think they're probably going to do that. Yep. Sorry. And we looked at social media. Oh, looking at tourist social media accounts. Will people start deleting social media accounts and gradually opt out? Will the future for social media now they're billionaires and corporations want to do that because they want their big news channels out there. They don't want you getting information. So will tourists start deleting social media accounts or immigrants so they can not be deported, or when they look at them when they come in and out of the country, they look at people's social media accounts? Will, so what was the question? What is the future for social media in the light of news that our government wants to demand the history of social media accounts? Will the government continue after Sleepy Dawn is gone? Will the government continue, like under Vance, to monitor social media accounts? Will the government? I think Vance is going to try the way of controlling us. Oh, yeah. They want to control your social media account. But the courts are going to step in. This is going to be, so how are we going to go in the courts? Are there going to be laws passed that they can't monitor your social media account? Will there be laws passed that they can't monitor your social media account? So the news coming out and there's death, they want to stop that. They don't want you getting information. They want to this will go back to the way that it was. Yeah, we're gonna be able to get our news and have our accounts. Okay, I feel like they're not going to be able to do that. Whew, because that would be huge, and people would not like that. If you're controlling the information, you're controlling the country. And last question. I would be mad if you had a pendulum class. I think you might need a little. Oh. What? I taught a class on how to. Oh, her pendulum needs cleansing. Yeah, I can do another pendulum class. Yeah. So if people want a pendulum class, let me know in the comments. And maybe I can do one in March for clearing the chakras, testing the chakras, but also for getting answers with pendulums, because that's really important. There's a lot, it's kind of tricky, and you really need to have some guidance if you're not getting, and don't make life or death decisions like divorce or selling your stocks or something on what your pendulum says. Okay, you can use it to help you, but we need to get grounded and we need to look at that. So if people want that, let me know. I am sending you so much love. Oh, we went on for a while. Take care, and blessings, love, and we will see you soon. Bye.